It's Michele Weiner-Merbaum from ItsOurTurn.Style at the 4th Ward Art Festival. Come with me, let's look inside. What a great way to spend the day. Come on. This art festival features over 150 local artists from the Atlanta area. We have jewelry makers, farmers, any type of medium kind of art, sculptors. It's going to be fantastic. Like over here, we have beautiful plants. We have food trucks. We have leather vendors, artisans. It's just going to be fantastic. It's where boho chic meets yuppie buck. Here we are with Lisa Elise in this beautiful tent here at the 4th Ward Arts Festival. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Can you tell me a little bit about your booth here?
I sell metal art, fire pits, and garden panels for your garden. Thank you. Thank you. I got started a couple years ago. I took a metal class in Europe, and the class was in German, and I didn't understand anything they were saying, but I knew what equipment they were using. So I thought, well, when I get back to the States, I'd like to start doing that. So then I started coming to festivals and selling fire pits and metal art and garden panels.
What did you do before you did metal art?
Raising my family.
Fantastic. Yeah. That's what we're all about. It's our turn. And now it's Lisa's turn. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Element 47 in this beautiful rainy day, but it doesn't make a difference because it's beautiful and sunny in her booth. Can I ask you a couple of questions, Amy?
Absolutely.
Can you tell me a little bit about your booth?
Yes, well, as you can see, my jewelry is very colorful, so I've tried to keep the design pretty simplistic. The white really helps the color pop, and then I like to have these little blue curtains, just a way to draw people in, no matter how hot or cold it is outside. People tell me it reminds them of the beach, so they're kind of drawn into here, even if they're not interested in any jewelry.
And you told me a very interesting way that you came up with the name Element 47. Can you tell our audience?
Absolutely. I work primarily in sterling silver. So my company is called Element 47 because that is the 47th element on the periodic table. So we got a little science in there.
There you go. And how did you get started doing this?
I took a class at a continuing education center up in Dunwoody, the School Center for the Arts, and probably, I guess about 12 or 15 years ago, and I just fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since. Fantastic.
Well, our website and our whole thing, It's Our Turn, is for women who are starting something later on in their life. It wasn't the first thing. What did you do before you started doing this art?
I worked in advertising as a project manager, so I've been doing that for many years, but I really love making art, and I just started doing it full-time probably 4 years ago.
Well, it certainly is our turn, and you do it with a lot of style.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're here now with Marjorie Bowers with pen and ink. If you look around, her work is absolutely gorgeous. A wonderful addition to the 4th Ward Art Festival. Very nice to
Thank
meet
you very much. I appreciate it.
I was wondering if you can tell me a little bit about your group.
Well, I started pen and ink about 5-6 years ago, and I really started doing the shows 3 years ago. Okay, and the reason I had started drawing is because one of my children had passed away, and this is a very, very, very disciplined type of work to do. So it took my mind off of it all. But you know, my real work started. I had to get a little bit of surgery for my hands to be able to do this fine work. But I call it pen and ink on steroids.
That's fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Let me ask you, what did you do before you took up your
I
art?
was an exhibit and trade show manager. Okay, I had my own business, and during the 2008 crush of the recession, everybody stopped doing trade shows. So our big customers were Samsung and Lucid Technology, so you know it was inevitable that we were going to go under. So after that, okay, I just decided I'm done. I just want to do what I want to do.
You know what? You're a true example. It's our turn.style. Well, thank you so
Well,
much for
thank you
your
so
time.
much. And by the way, when you look at my work, you always be looking for that K with the shamrock, and that is in memory of my daughter. So I think it's kind of a neat little.
You can't walk away from us.
I'm here with Lauren Sparks. If you look around, her artwork is fantastic. Thank you for joining us today, Lauren.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell me a little bit about your booth?
Sure. I'm a former hospice nurse. I worked in the field for 7 years. I found that people often told me their stories at the end of life, and that there were sometimes stories that they had never told anyone else. So my passion is to encourage people to tell the truth and to tell it as soon as possible.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, so we know how you got started. That the artwork is absolutely fantastic. Do you find any piece that really touches you in particular?
Oh wow. I love the word pieces, but I think my favorite pieces are the picture pieces, because if you go to my website and you submit a story anonymously, I choose the stories that inspire me to paint paintings about those stories. So I think that it's the stories behind the painting that really gets me excited.
That's great, the stories behind the painting. That's great. Thank you very much for taking your time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Thank you, because it's our turn, that's style, and you are doing it with style.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Absolutely.
really love what you're doing.
100%.
Thank you.
I'll send you our link and you can check us on there. So that's our day at the 4th Ward Arts Festival in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Michele Weiner-Merbaum signing out from ItsOurTurn.Style, where we do it with style.